today we're going to take computers and test them and see if we can crossbreed an original computer to a aftermarket salvage yard. As you can see on some of these little bitty guide pins are in different spots for different years. This one come out of a 97, my van is a 98. So we may have to grind these off so that our clips will slide over them. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to change the positions of the wires that go to the computer to see if it'll pick up a different computer. See if we can't kind of hack it since my old one's fried. Okay, so not only did I get another computer, so I got three altogether, but two of these are aftermarkets from the salvage yard. One of them is my defective computer. So as of course this one went in there. But what I did was, I'll set that one aside. I robbed the pigtails that went on them as well. Because as you set this computer in there like this, pins 1 through 40 go on the top side, like that. And 41 through 80 go on the bottom side. So they flip them like this. You gotta have the wires. And I've looked up pretty much the wiring schematics to these. All the wires are pretty much the same colors. You have a few extra like ethanol, fuel on them. But I'm going to take off the ramp, get all this off of here so that I can check the wires out. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these on my car, take the wires out and position them the same on the computer. And we'll see if it energizes the computer and we can use an aftermarket one. And what I'm hoping is that basically you see on this one's been updated by the Chrysler Corporation. That means somebody's taken their vehicle and they went and got it updated. So I'm really hoping this one will work. The only thing is this was to a 3.3 liter vehicle. So we're going to try a 3.3 to a 3.8. We're going to try a 3.8 to a 3.8. And hopefully we can get it. But what we got to look for first though, even though this is a 3.3 and this is a 3.8, we got to look at these nubs. Because these nubs have to be identical. Don't get these mixed up on your vehicle. So, as you can see, these nubs are identical here. And then these nubs up here on top are identical. So that means this one will plug in. This is my original. This is my aftermarket from the salvage yard. They won't always fit. Now, because the locking tab is in the middle, and this lock over here is on this side, they will still slide in there if you grind these nubs off. So, of course, when you go to a salvage yard, they say you got to get the same numbers and all that good stuff. That's all nice and fine, but I'm going to try it without the numbers since this one was upgraded and it goes to a 3.3. I want to see if we can hack it and crossbreed it. So that way I can go to a salvage yard and pull a computer and put it in my car. I'm not sure if a 97, a 96, a 98 They're all pretty much the same. Computers got the same type of outlets on them. They just have different nubs. But like I said, when I've looked up on the schematics of how they wired them, they left all the same colors of the wires identical between those years. And they all do the same functions on the computers, but you gotta have what came out of the car so you know where to basically hook it up to. So, we know 1 through 40 is on the top. All we gotta do is hook these back up. And I'll do one at a time. So let's start out here. Basically take this off here. We know the computers won't basically plug in identically. So if that's the case, I'm trying to make it work. Push those down and push them in. Pull the back off. The backs we'll save for later. Once we're done. I'm going to zoom you in here. So we know, because these are numbered on here, 1 through 10. 1 through 10 on the computer that I'm going to put in. We're going to get this one out of the way. Just going to basically stick it down there. We see on pin number 1, we got red and yellow. We've got a dark blue and tan, basically. We've got a space, yellow and red, green and red, yellow and white, dark green, space, and then we have a black and tan again. We'll go down to the next row, compare it. I'm just going through it and doing it already. Really not going to go through everything with you guys. You want to make sure the colors are all in the same spots. If they're not, you got to change the pin. So the second row is all the same. So far, pretty good. The wires are unclean, clean them up so you can identify them. Okay, so the third row has got the same wires on it. Now I've noticed here, I've got a wire that's really brittle. Looks like it's maybe gotten hot right here. So I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to fix it. Or I'm going to look, first thing I'm going to do is look it up to see what is wrong with it. But I've got a wire here that's kind of brittle. Looks like it might have gotten hot. Got a tan wire. This one's gray and black. Okay, so this pigtail is identical to this one. Okay, so mine is matching that one. Identical. Which is a good thing. So that's one pigtail we got down. It's identical to it. I'm going to go ahead and plug this one back in. Take the next one out. Now, I'm going to tell you, the number on this, the part number is a 4727. That's a 1928H. Alright, now I'm going to show you something here, just so that you know. The part number on my computer is a 4727192. The original was a 155. As you can see, 7192, 7155, AH and AJ. Now what the difference is, I don't know. They say that this 7192's got a match, and they say the 4727's got a match. You got to remember, this has been updated from the manufacturer and it fits a 3.3, not a 3.8. So we're going to see what it does. As long as the pins over here are correct. It doesn't look like I'm going to have to file down the nubs since they're fitting that computer too. Okay, so I got that one done. The top one. Let's do the bottom one. There's a little strap that goes around it. They just got it zip tied. Pull that out. Not a big deal. Now, you go to this one and see if it's identical. Red, blue, black, and blue. Red, space, red, space, red and white, space, brown and white, yellow, and black and tan. Okay, first row's done. They're all even. Take these. Tan and white, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the second row. Grain red and grain red. Grain red. So you got to be careful because there's a tan and red and then a gray and red. Right. And grab some of this. White and black and then a purple. And then a black with purple. Careful here. Got a purple. Kind of hard to see. You want to make sure you got the right one. In the right spots. Purple. Okay, so that's right. Red and white, gray and white, and white, okay? Purple and white, red and white. Move all these over. Do the next row. Okay, now we're on the last row. This is where they did a little change. I can tell you right now, there's at least one that's got to be changed. Some of them I've noticed 6, up to 6 to 8 of them positions had to be changed. They used the same colored wiring. Why they did it, I don't know except for the money. But I'm on the last row of mine. Now, if any of those were different, they just got to be shipped to the right pins. However, on this one, my first 2 on pin 71 and 72 is blank on the original. And on mine, as you can see, I'll bring you in here. Okay, over here on these 2 are blank. Those 2 are blank on the original. That means this one's got to be blank. Means this blue and white is in the wrong position. Pin 72. Now you check the rest of them and see if they're all the same. Okay, on this one I'm gonna go to the back now and start that way. I got a green and red, which is right. 2 blanks. This one's got 3 blanks. So that one's got 3 blanks. Means I'm missing one there. I've got a white and green on mine. Then I've got the black, so this white and green's got to come out. Then I got green and black, green and dark green. I got black, a green, and a yellow and green. So, I've got 2 wires here that can't be plugged in. So I got to find out what the functions of those 2 colored wires are. And when I do, I'll come back and let you know what we're going to do with them. So, there's 2 of them that I found that basically don't get plugged into a 3.3. Evidently, the options of a 3.3 didn't have as many as my Town Country 3.8. So we're basically, I may have a check engine light if I don't plug those 2 up. It may be looking for them. It could be ABS, it could be an ethanol, it could be any other function that the computer needed to get some information from. So we're going to try those 2. May just leave them in, we're not sure yet. But those 2 are supposed to be blank in my flip to go to that computer. So I'll be back, I'm going to look it up and see what's going on, and we'll let you know. So, as I stated, there's a dark blue wire with a white stripe that isn't in this pigtail off the computer I'm going to put in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that one out, tape it up, and there's also a white and a green wire that goes in there that isn't in this one. What the white and dark green is an evap leak detection. And then I'm looking for the dark blue and white. The dark blue and white, I'm going to have to go back to my year. So on pin 72, I've got a dark blue and a white. And I'm not, even if I look up my year, I'm not seeing the dark blue and white. So I'm not sure what the dark blue and white one does. So I'm just going to look through all the pins on the computer. I'm not finding it on a 98. Dark blue and white is evap leak detect sense. Start seeing smoke run. Lights are flashing. There anyone out? There you go. What's the flash? As long as the lights flashing. Alarm set. Set yourself the alarm. So you can hack it. Just because they're different years and makes and models, all you got to do is wire them up the same. Might have changed pin locations, drill out the back. But they will work. So now we'll test like the fan, make sure the fan kicks in. Let's see what happens now. Turn on AC so you can get fan. As you can see with the new computer in it, says no codes have been recorded. So we're going to back out of there. Go into the data stream, go into factory preset. Okay, your AC pressure reads about 186. Your AC will kick in. What I'm looking for is so we're getting the charging system, 13.7. There's your coolant temp sensor and voltage. So we're going to look for about 215 to 220. This thing should be kicking on. Low speed's supposed to kick on around 205 to 210, something like that. We're just going to see if the fans start kicking in, everything's working. Going to keep an eye on the temperature, make sure nothing's messed up. Also, we're looking for to see if this thing goes into closed loop, which it has. So we know the computer is not in open loop status as well. We want to make sure that goes into closed loop. That means that it's running off the sensors and there's no conflicts. That's a good thing. So I'm going to reprogram the head unit, but everything seems to be looking pretty good so far as far as a different computer in this car, and that's what we're looking for. Anyways, like I said, if you need to change anything, just make sure the colors match your pin and you're pretty good to go if you're using a salvage computer. Anyways, I know you're going to need some extra, like a scanner and stuff like that, but that goes with the territory. So hope this helps you out. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for all my extra videos. Have a great day.